Hey, what's up, fellow music and audio enthusiasts? Just going over my mail call over the past week or so. I'll start with the CDs. Someone on I have this group on Facebook called the Compact Disc Collectors Cave, and every now and again, someone will post something that I've never heard of that intrigues me. This was one of those things. This is an artist called Steve Jones. The release is called Fire and Gasoline. Now, I've never heard of him. I probably should have, but for some reason I didn't. Looks like Suffolk City is a David Bowie cover and available only on CD. I did not check that out. I got through the first four and then had to go to work, so I still need to get through it. It's an original MCA press. What I heard of it, I did really like. And of course, so far, my favorite one was number 4, though the first 3 were really good as well. So check it out if you haven't done so already. This, I have a guy I work with that recommended it. Unfortunately, it came in damaged. And I would replace a jewel case, but it has the original sticker on there. And like I said, that's from a collector's standpoint. I try to keep all that. Anyway, this guy's called Gary Clark Jr. The album's called Black and Blue. And this is the album that he recommended for me to listen to. I did not check it out yet, but I heard it's a pretty diverse, different styles of music on this record. So, I'm looking forward to checking that out. They say he's a really good guitarist, so we'll go from there. What does it say about him? I didn't even read that yet. Maybe the next Hendrix, New York Times. You know who's killing it? Gary Clark Jr. by Alicia Keys. Ain't she a pop artist? Oh man, okay, whatever. Musical force to be reckoned with. Okay. So it seems like it has decent enthusiasm backing it up. I just got into this band called Snail. Now, I found this completely by accident. I was looking, when I was a kid, I'm tracking down all the original 8-tracks I had when I first started getting into the format. And one of the only ones I'm still looking for is a specific copy on a specific shelf of Cream Wheels of Fire. So I was just searching for, I usually type in Cream Wheels 8-track and try to find, waiting for the exact shell that I used to have come up. There's a white shell with the, it don't matter. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. I'll find one eventually. Anyway, this came up, like, how the hell? Here, it turns out it's on Cream Records and distributed by GRT. So this came up, and I was looking at the album cover, and it just intrigued me. I'm like, Snail. That's all it said, just Snail. Snail 8-track. I'm like, it said Cream Records on there in the description. So I'm like, 1978 Cream Records. I've never heard of this record company. But anyway, the album cover intrigued me, so for the hell of it, I usually don't support digital streaming of any kind, but I went online on YouTube just to check it out before I bought it. I was going to buy them. Like, this is either some, like, off-the-wall crap, like, funk stuff that I'm never going to like, or it's going to be some hard rock or heavy metal band that no one knows about. Turned out to be the second one. I don't know if I'd say heavy metal, but that was my first instinct judging by the album cover here, because the hard rock and metal bands back in the day did, not weird, but different shit like that, So I'm like, okay. I was looking at the titles of it. The Joker, Keep on Living, Freedom in the Country, Music is My Mistress. I was just looking at the album, like, it's going to be a 50-50 shot. So I went on YouTube, checked it out. It's rock and roll for sure. I didn't listen to everything. I listened to, sampled 2 songs because I want to hear it in person in good fidelity to really get and base my opinion on it. So anyway, I bought this after I sampled it. I'm going to keep this one sealed because it just looks neat. And it's a GRT tape. Sound quality on the GRT tapes usually isn't that bad either. But that being said, I went to look for the vinyl version because neither one of these are available on CD, in my opinion, the best format there is. But I found out that the sealed copies are actually relatively cheap. Now with shipping and the price, they both came out to 14 something by coincidence. But this is still sealed in wrapper. And the sticker on it says, sealed, do not open. Why not? I'm going to open it. I'm not going to open it right now. I will open it, and we can hear Snail. I'm going to hear Snail, well, technically the second time, but I'm really going to hear it for the first time, and I'm sure some of you guys will too, and maybe there's some of you that already have. But here's a track listing, so I got to figure that out. Figure out how long the second album is too, because I hear that they have 2 albums out. So we'll pull the other one out right away. This one already came with a plastic cover, and so did the other one, which is nice. I'll have to get a plastic insert sleeve for this too. Someone's gonna take a razor knife and cut it really carefully along the edge. That way you keep the original wrapper on there. Now it looks like it actually has some ring wear, believe it or not, even though it's sealed in wrapper yet. But yeah, I can't wait to check that out. I'm gonna copy it to a good tape right away, because the best play of a vinyl record is obviously gonna be the first one. This one here is not gonna surprise you. But this one here, this is an album called Flow. It's her second album, I believe, 1979. What was it, 1980? Yeah, 1979. Also on Cream Records. I didn't get a sealed 8-track version, but anyway, let's check out the track listing on that. And Your Bird Can Sing. The ironic thing about that is, listen to the 2 Beatles. I listened to Rubber Soul and Revolver that I bought on one of those cassettes I was listening to the recording of it. Actually, it's a pretty good recording too. But And Your Bird Can Sing was there. It's a Beatles cover. And then the next day, I find out about these guys, and their second album has a cover of that song on there. I just thought that was pretty. I don't know if I really believe in coincidence sometimes. I just thought that was really, really weird. But yeah, that was a Beatles song that I have actually heard for the first time the day before, because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not listened. I love the Beatles, don't get me wrong. But there are a few songs that I am unfamiliar with yet, there's really no excuse for, I know. But there's so little time and so much music to get through. But yeah, so we're going to open this one the same day too. This one too is also sealed. And like I said, with the price of shipping and the price of the record, it both came out to about $14. This here is a Billy Joel Souvenir. It's a promotional, or it's a record that's available, promotional only. Please note, demonstration, not for sale. And on the back, of course, it has the usual Columbia stamp. So it has a couple live cuts from earlier albums. It looks like they're all from Turnstiles, however you want to say it, and Piano Man and Street Life Serenade. So the Ballad of Billy the Kid is on Piano Man. Summer Highland Falls and New York State of Mind are on Turnstiles. Souvenir is on Street Life Serenade. If you go to side 2, it actually tells you at the end, it's just a couple singles. The Entertainer from Street Life Serenade, I've Loved These Days, which is an amazing song off of Turnstiles. Captain Jack from Piano Man, everybody knows that. One of those freaking actual hard rockers, Los Angelinos, that's off of Street Light Serenade, and Say Goodbye to Hollywood, which is also a pretty big hit off of Turnstiles. But yeah, the side 1 is live recordings. Side 2 is studio cuts. Now it's a Columbia promo. I don't think there's nothing on the inside. So it's gonna have a white label on it. Yeah. So most of you guys know that Columbia Records albums usually have a red label for the regular release. Promo Columbia Records usually have a white label, and the Quadraphonics have a gold label. So that's my mail call for the week. Let me know what you think. I'm specifically curious to see what you guys have to say about Snail. Have any of you guys heard of them already? And you guys already listened to them? If not, we'll check them out together in a couple days. Maybe tomorrow if I get around to it. And I'm off tomorrow too. But yeah, I always keep my records in these. I really don't have that many albums. Maybe like 1,000. I'll have to count one of these days. Not as much as some of you guys do, I'm sure, but it's a good enough collection for me. Like I said, I really don't usually typically mess with vinyl too much. Not that I don't like it, it's just that it's expensive and I like CDs more. Well, that being said, Peace out. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.